Well, after some crazy rush hour traffic, we did make it into the city of Houston. Here's a great shot of downtown. Really like their office buildings and skyscrapers here. They look really cool. A lot of sleek ones, a lot of cool glass features to them. A lot of their buildings were actually built in the late 1970s and early 80s during the Texas oil boom years. And that's when their skyline really took off. I'm going to see if I can get a few other places to get a few other vantage shots. Alright, we traveled just a little bit around the corner from where we were, and this is the Sabine River. I'm standing on the Sabine River Bridge, and it's a great shot. Some of the towers are gaining the sunlight from the sun. It is later in the evening. The sun is getting ready to go down. A very nice shot of the skyline. Been driving around a little bit. We are starting to rapidly lose daylight, but we came a little bit south of the city and decided to stop by the old Astrodome that was built back in the 1960s. I believe it was the first dome stadium in the world. The Houston Oilers used to play there until they built, they actually moved to Tennessee, and then later on Houston got a new team and they play in a stadium located behind the Astrodome. And then the Houston Astros baseball team played here until the early 2000s. I think it was early 2000s when their stadium, Minute Maid Park, was built downtown. But this is pretty empty. I don't know what they do with it. It's a great big old 60,000 seat dome stadium that is just here. Alright, this isn't the prettiest view because of the fence, but I really can't find a place to get a better shot. But you can zoom in over here on the right and see the old Astrodome. Again, it held about 60,000 people. Football, baseball, a little less for baseball, I believe. And then in the early 2000s, NRG Stadium opened up. I think it was 2002 when the Houston Texans became a new team in the league. That's after the Houston Oilers left in the mid-90s for Tennessee. All right, we came back into downtown after seeing some of the other parts of the city and the sports stadiums. There were some really pretty shots on the east side of the city. We're on the west side right now, but there really were no places to stop. The better places in the parks and that are over here on the west side, so couldn't get really much over there. There's a whole bunch more buildings behind these right here, but when we stopped at this park, I thought this was pretty, how it was so lit up at night.